Yeah. No, brilliant elevation. That was just YouTube. Just they banned me or whatever. Whatever. They took that video down. They put the video down, talking about I violated the community guidelines. They think gonna shut me up like that? It's not how this works. I'm coming right back. Because I'm saying, listen, I don't even know why they bother the stuff that I hear on there. Yeah, I got no idea. I don't know if somebody reported me. Because we did have kind of a lot of people on that live for a Monday. Who knows? Who knows? The brother said, Blenheim Snotty, he said, when I started talking about the old fucking up with the young is built, that's when I got cut off. But I don't understand how you come over here and report me. You know, you all kind of gang members, man, that come on here and say all kinds of stuff. So that just goes to show you. Why, as you said, seeing the violation for the first time on the screen. You mean it's the first time you was tuned into the live when somebody got violated? Or you saw a message that said that was my first violation? But I appeal that. God Cyber Divine said the same thing. It's because you speaking on actual help uplift. That's a major problem if the objective is to promote fear. Man, they who knows what that's about? Who knows what that's about? But yeah, let's do the each one, teach one. Hit the like button again. And listen, I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter. Because the app that I use now to broadcast on both channels, it records the video. And it's still on Facebook. So when you go on Facebook, you can share it from there too. But I'm gonna be re-uploading it, And look, I still got my Patreon too. But I don't know why they took. Listen, I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, but I hear a lot worse on other channels. That's absolutely nuts. What's going on, True Self? Yeah, now brilliant elevation for the first time. It wasn't my technology. Hold on, let me get peace back.
Peace, G.
Yeah. Why would they do a thing like that?
We dealing with the understanding. You already know. 13th man, man. They get the babies. Once the babies got it, they shit is over in one day.
Right. But I did see on that as we were streaming, I did notice that the viewers dropped off. Just as one said, perfect love casts out fear. They're probably nervous about the unity and the spreading of knowledge, unity and growth intimidated them. Yeah.
That's my brother from Richmond.
See, I started giving him. I start putting out too much information that might be useful.
He goes, go there.
That's peace, true self. Well, we'll see. We'll see when this appeal comes back. What they say was the violation. Well, as you said, Supreme talking about the old Chinese Tai Chi and how the old look like they dancing. They say was the violation. Now that you gotta turn your sound down or something. Supreme talking about the old Chinese Tai Chi. Now I was on the road out there. Yeah, now I was born. You see what happened, right? Busted by the YouTube police.
It was a couple words you said, and then it was click. It was a couple words. It was click. Oh, everything.
Listen, who was that, man? De Blasio? See, this
oh man.
See, if you need to go tell on the police like that when they choking somebody out, why don't you go tell that? Run, go tell that.
Run and tell that business.
Yeah. Whoever you are. Because I told you, man, you could be an agent. It don't matter. I'm going to tell you the same thing anyway.
Whoa.
It don't matter.
Oh,
they trying to set me up the whole time.
Right. You gonna tell them to grab a piece of paper and write it down?
Write it down. Yeah.
Oh man.
You know what you're doing?
Already.
Yeah. That's when they say, "Oh, you keep saying the same thing."
Man, look here, man. See, like I said, these are already teachings. This already out there. See, that's the thing that stops you, right? Or that's what stops them from being able to kill you, son. That's why Allah can't die.
Know that.
See, you was trying to destroy the nation. You was trying to stop the science by what you did to Allah. But it's not possible because he gave out the whole thing. See, that's what happened with a lot of other nations because they kept all the power consolidated in one person. You see what I'm saying? And when you don't have true power, what you got to do is hold some things over people's head. You got to hold some information that you ain't giving to them. And so now when something happens to you, that information goes with you. But see, just fundamentally, our culture is not, you can't do that. There's no centralized thing. What you think? It's too late. All the people on the live already heard it.
That's the born degree and 1 to 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was crazy. Now I was born.
That's the first time that ever happened.
Yeah, I ain't get banned the whole time.
Yeah, I never seen that happen before.
That's why I think y'all right. Somebody reported me.
That's what that was, because it stopped all of a sudden, like really abruptly. It wasn't like no buffering or nothing. It just stopped. And see, I got you on both my phones. I got you on you know what I'm saying? I got you on both ends. I got you on 2 phones, and both of them stopped at exactly the same time.
I mean, you could test it out and just have somebody do it right now on purpose. See if that was, you know what I'm saying? If that's what they do when somebody reports it, then we could put it to the test.
Right.
You know what I did a knowledge too? I looked at like one time, I think we had like understanding equality, people in here, and they said like it was one light. But that's when the I forgot Utah was in here. I seen it was like one dislike. So if you could see like who put a dislike, if it's 1, 2, and those 1 or 2 start in trouble, or it'd be brothers. I'm on a True Vision too, so I might be a view from that as well because I'm watching you on a True Vision. So a lot of brothers might be watching, from when
I
they tell
did
our
notice that
vision,
about the dislikes.
yeah, that's how you want, yeah.
That's what. Let me see. You got dislikes on it.
The ratio be nice though, Glow. I'll be looking at it. It'd be like 1, 2 dislikes,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like
Yeah,
40 likes.
let people say all type of stuff.
I should have preserved that part. Now they're gonna try to come and be friendly and hit the like and still start trouble.
They say, listen. Sometimes you gotta look at things like this and understand that that means you made it. Yeah, you made it.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying? Because look,
You're
they might
growing,
ban me
bro.
again for what I'm getting ready to say. You know what I'm saying? If you talk about you doing all this high power stuff and ain't nobody on that side thinking that you need to be opposed, then maybe what you doing ain't all that high power.
Say that. Know
You see
that.
what I mean? We know what we doing, so that's why a lot of things it don't affect me. Like when people say, "Yo, well, they sending the National Guard," what the fuck you thought was gonna happen?
Okay.
That's what they supposed to do. You supposed to be prepared. They not your friends.
It's like
They
the
not
brother on the
gonna
block.
punch you in the face.
Yo, Lord, it's like the brother on the block. Brother on the block, clean as clean. You talking about pro-life center.
Understand that means you made it.
Word.
Hold on. Now, how you gonna put the analytics up and you got the video now? Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to look for the I see this shit. Alright, let's see. I guess YouTube ain't gonna give me no commercial this time. It don't matter. It ain't giving me no commercial already.
So I gotta hit them donations, man. Oh, you gotta still, you gotta, send off, man. In fact, I ain't gonna say now. I'm gonna send a little bit. I gotta go about, but
Yes, I'm still trying to figure this out because now I see it don't have the.
So how's it looking in your neck of the woods, Darkim?
Yo, man, it's nonstop. Uh, the the protest is going on every day. They got a little heavy-handed with the they got a little heavy-handed with the curfew.
Right.
But in terms of the protests, yeah, they still have them every day. You know, today we went into phase 1 of the reopening.
So y'all buses and stuff went back up?
All right, now hold on. Now I see it back in the what's the name? Yeah, somebody just told, son. Because all I did on the appeal, I just asked why what I did that violated it. Now all of a sudden I see it back. Anybody else? See if you could go through my YouTube page if you see it. Because I see it up now. Rats.
Yeah, the rat. The year of the rat.
Yeah, the rat boy out and everybody rat.
Why would somebody do a thing like that?
Right.
You got the audacity.
The intestinal
hold
fortitude.
Mm.
Man,
I think about the pipes. The pipes hold water though.
Right.
Pipes hold water.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Ain't it bad enough? You know? Now they all over here.
Now the Facebook,
Crawling.
I turned it off.
Crawling.
So that we could come back in over here. Justice Bourne said they make an attempt at keeping us apart from our own social equality. Supreme Divine. Yeah, they playing games, man. They took it down, but they put it right back up as soon as I appealed it.
Oh shit, well.
Yeah, well.
One appeal. Congratulations, my brother. Wisdom.
Brilliant Elevation said he seen it. He see it back up on my stage. Oh, so that's what y'all think. Y'all gonna cut my flow and then I live this. You gonna cut my flow and it's gonna change?
Don't want you doing no mic checking.
Yeah, all right.
Oh. Welcome to the dark, Christ.
Yeah. So now from now on, when I do the welcomes, and when I say peace, we gotta welcome in the haters and the rats.
And the provocateurs.
Yeah.
You don't got no haters, you ain't popping. You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah. You gotta look at it like that. I made it.
Darkim got haters.
Y'all like that shit either, Lord. It's just a wild message.
You came a long way, baby.
Came a long way, man.
Oh, it's growing.
Got 800 subscribers now.
Growing, huh? Growth and development, huh?
Hey, he went from taking all types of medicines to all types of haters.
He made it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow.
Been reported now. Look, I'm up there with. Look, I used to think Hassan Campbell was bullshit.
Right.
Shout out to Hassan, man. That was paranoid, man. People really are reporting it.
It took a minute though. The guard he was hater free for a minute. I ain't seen no dislikes or none of that.
For a minute. Yeah. My alerts must really be getting out now. See the people, I'm gonna tell you something. Whoever y'all, it's like 5 people over here talking in the room and 30 people watching. So, hello, hater.
Right.
The wild shit is when you be on a True Vision and they be making you make them dumbass faces. That'd be the crazy. He looking crazy. You know, we know how to freeze them up. You know, understanding wisdom them up.
Yeah. Yep.
Listen,
Yep.
I got no idea what they was thinking, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Now we know we teaching.
Hey, did you notice that when it cut off, it went straight to a Law Real video when he was doing that interview in the Jets?
Mm.
It went straight to a Law Real and Ramel.
What?
Oh,
I wanted to anybody else.
that's
Yeah, I
crazy.
wanted to anybody else go straight to a Law Real and I think it was
Wow.
Ramel. Yeah, Ramel. Wise son Ramel was on there with a Law Real.
Peace to the
Oh
gods.
yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it went straight to that interview. And I'm like, how did it get on that? I thought maybe my hand hit the phone.
Peace to the gods.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. Supreme. We determined that somebody reported me because remember I told you I did the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
The video's up now.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess they felt like if they just cut my flow, then maybe I wouldn't be able to come back to the knowledge. We would have a different.
Can't stop that flow. We on the highway, baby.
Well,
Who
listen,
knows what
God,
they thinking?
I got about 15 minutes because I got to get up at 6:30 and work out. But listen, murder is getting knowledge.
Hmm.
So I sent them the knowledge degree just now by text. And then after he memorizes that, I'm going to take him through it. And then I'm going to take him back to the mathematics.
Hmm.
But I wanted you to know that because, you know, he part of our cipher. So you're going to
No
learn
doubt.
from all of us.
Sincere Shakima. James Hurt is new to the room. Where you from, James Hurt? Yeah, Shakima. I've made it. I've been reported. I've been reported now. I'm official out here in these YouTube streets.
Who's just on the line? All in the business? Who else?
Knowledge Law. Yeah,
Now,
Knowledge Law is out there on the road.
Peace, God. Where you from, God?
peace. I'm from Green City. Peace.
Oh, that's peace, God. I got to come through there, man. I definitely
Yeah,
got to come through
I'm
there.
trying to come y'all way. I'm really trying to get up there within the next couple of days to be straight up, but I'm trying to see how it's looking.
I mean, right now it's pretty loose. It's, you know what I'm saying? Because see, one thing you gotta remember is that they're staying so oh, what's going on, Just Ruler? I see James Hurt coming in on the Facebook side. That's peace though, that's why I do it on both. What was I just saying?
You was talking about New York, how it is right now.
Oh yeah, but now across the country, it's you know, the police is so occupied. You know, right now they licking their wounds, man. They ain't got no time to be bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like you see a couple of them riding around, but basically, and then you know they trying to cut down the overtime.
Yeah, because they paid a lot of that out.
Yeah, and it's already a thing with they saying that, you know, it's a defund the police movement all across the nation. But
Peace,
in New
Lord
York,
Jamel. You build with them too. Pardon me, God. Go ahead.
in in uh in in New York, it's already a done deal because of how much money they lost in the last 3 months. And that's one of the first things that they going at before any bills get passed. They saying they got to cut the budget. So one of the things they cutting is the overtime.
Wow.
Son of the soil. They've been talking about peace police reform for 50 years. We're not having it. Those 4 police have to be convicted, and then other police around the country have to be consistently convicted for us to see a change. If that doesn't happen, then it's on and cracking again. Period.
Yeah, I absolutely.
And I think they realize that.
What we gonna see?
That's why you see them with kente cloth on one knee.
You know what? A lot of people took that as a cultural appropriation, but it was a profound statement because, like you said, that was a bow down moment.
Right.
One of my favorite movies, and I've seen in the last couple of years, was Planet of the Apes, when he'd be like, bow down. That was one of the moments, son. Regardless if they meant it or not. It's not about them meaning it. It's not about them even understanding what kente cloth is. But it's about them saying, you know what? We recognize that these people is not playing, yo. And that's a very huge first step. We got a long way to go. But if Huey Newton seen that, Huey Newton would cry like a baby, son. You got to think about the people in the past who dreamed of that.
Right.
They physically condemned Khalid Muhammad in an act of Congress. Do you know how he would feel if he seen that? Elijah Muhammad, Marcus Garvey, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X. All these people that have died by the bullets. Just to see something like that would be incredible for them. Now, we can't be satisfied with that. Like when they put the street on DC, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
But y'all, but y'all got to do what y'all got to do in the courtroom.
Right. See, that's what I don't want them to turn this into. This ain't no Black Lives Matter thing. This is, man, come on, man. It's bigger than that. I hope they don't think it's whatever they trying to call it, BLM or whatever. Man, come on, man. You gotta
Well,
look clean through that.
if you go to the mission statement of Black Lives Matter, it is an anti-black man organization.
Exactly.
Go to that mission statement and read it. Anybody out there, and you will see that it's engineered toward destroying the black man. But they have galvanized the movement. Right. They have galvanized the movement through that phrase. And that phrase is actually condescending to our existence.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you can draw that up a lot of ways, man. Them 3 words, man. You can draw them up a lot of different ways.
Word is bond.
Really can.
Word is bond, God. But you know what? We gotta work with all people. See, that's one thing about our nation, God. We're not prejudiced. We're not anti this, anti that. We will work with anybody for a common cause. Does that mean we have to adopt their ways? No. Do we have to adapt their doctrine? No. But you have to play chess in this world, God. You can't be single-minded. Because everybody's not going to be a 5%er. Because when you say 5%, that's really the percentage that you're dealing with. And then when you go deeper into it, it's only 5% of the 5% that's going to live this out, God. So you got to deal with other people. You got to deal with other people. The Father was all inclusive. He had people in all walks of life. That's one of the greatest lessons that he left for us.
Yeah, see, Dallas Bourne brought up Roger Goodell and Drew Brees had to bow down too.
That's right.
They all had to capitulate. And like you said, it's not that, it's not the love or the concern for us is not fear. It's not sincere. But the fear that it strikes in the elite when the masses come together, that's real.
Yeah, because sometimes, God, you could tell somebody something 1,000 times, but one punch in the face will get that point across.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what has happened here. America has been punched in the
Yeah.
face.
From a lot of
Multiple
directions.
times.
Right.
Hey,
And
listen,
it
A lot of
stings.
directions.
We,
they
And it
caught
stings right now.
what's that big box? That big box of Kentucky Fried Chicken, like a 30 piece.
Yeah,
Yeah, they caught like a 30 piece.
no doubt.
No biscuit, just, just 30 pieces.
Our job is to instruct the 30-somethings, God.
hey,
We have
any of
to
y'all
instruct
realize
them.
this? Any of y'all ever realize this? That in the understanding equality degree, right? In the 1 through 40,
Mm-hmm.
right? 6,020 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's right now. If the devil was made in 4,000 BC, then that means 6,020 years is right now. And if you go to the understanding equality degree in the 1 through 36, approximately 60 years ago, what happened?
Mm.
I'm
Well,
saying, what approximately 60 years ago, what happened?
From
60
from
years
I'm
now,
saying,
ago
did the
from
law
here, the
go to
nation
the
was born.
did the law go into the
The nation was born.
in 60? I'm saying that's what I'm saying, right? 61,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken, the law went into the nation. 62, he rose in the ranks. 63, he left. 63, 64, 64, the nation was born, right?
No doubt.
right?
Now, what I'm saying is that's approximately 60 years ago. Now, when you jump to the understanding equality degree in the 1 through 40, yo, the time is up.
Can I answer
This
this
is the
question by
6,020 year period.
indeed by God Cyber
Certain
Divine?
things happen like that. Yeah,
God Cyber Divine said, "Do you see at
yeah.
me?" He said, "Do you see the looting and riots as a punch in the face?" See, the concentration of the media, God Cyber Divine, is on the looting and the rioting, but that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the unification of the youth and all the human families of the planet Earth, and with their youth being on the front line, that is scaring them.
And seven
It's way
ninety
above
third
the
just put
looting
in
and the
here.
rioting.
793rd just put in here that Bill Murray's son got arrested protesting. That's
That's what I'm
scary.
talking about, God Cyber Divine. The looting and the rioting is just one aspect of what happened. You know, when poor people get an opportunity to get something, like I said, I'm not with the looting and the rioting. But if I was walking past Sam Ash and they started
Come up
looting
and say,
Sam Ash,
yo, they children got
I'm going to
shot.
get something. I'm going to get something to add on to Fame Labs. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I ain't going to get no sneakers. I ain't going to get no clothes. But if they was rocking Sam Ash, guess what? I'm going. And as far as the looting and the rioting, if you go in any museum in the whole entire planet Earth, how you think they got the stuff in the museums? What is that called?
Right.
That's not looting and rioting. At least looting.
I feel you, Supreme. I feel you. So, God, because it's like, where do you fit in at after so many years of seeing it go right in front of your face?
Peace, God,
You
Cyber
know,
Divine. Yeah,
I feel
I'm
you on
just
that.
saying.
I'm gonna tell you another thing too. I'm gonna tell you another thing that can't be left out. is that anytime you're talking about America, right, and you're talking about some type of protest, capitalism is a part of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
And capitalism is a part of how these people are being oppressed. So just like those individuals that's from Antifa or whatever, right? They protesting all different kinds of things. You know, some of them is out there protesting the Bilderberg group. Some of them is
Mm.
out there protesting Trump.
As far
You
as the
understand what
women
I'm
in the
saying?
writing,
And
you
some
know,
people are out there
in the
protesting
own
how
content.
capitalism has crushed them. So, like you said, when they get their opportunity to strike at that, they gotta realize what they've been doing too. Like I said, it's not just this one thing. See that that's part of what Supreme Man is saying too. It's not, man. It's not just this one thing. It's not just the one officer that had his knee on his neck. It's the whole situation that you've created. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's an apparatus behind each officer. You understand what I'm saying? The when the people say that, okay, we're gonna give you extra leeway within society to hurt people, to carry weapons, to kidnap people, all of these things, there's a whole apparatus behind them that's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Who are they there to protect? They didn't kill George Floyd because he hurt a person. They killed
Right.
George Floyd over $20 that they still
Mm.
ain't produced yet.
Mm.
So if you could kill him over $20, don't get this is a part of what you doing. This is all in the game. Just the same way, listen, in wars, people they bomb what they say is your ability to wage war. And what that means is they go bomb factories. They go try to destroy the economic backing of whoever's financing the war. At the end of the day, that's what the Emancipation Proclamation was really about. It was to destroy the economic base of the South. Letting the slaves go was destroying their economic base.
Word is bond.
So those companies and those corporations, they're the ones that's paying. You see what I'm saying? So, like I
Right.
said, if these things could be nice and neat, they probably would be nice and neat. But that's not the way it works.
Well, God, can I just give an overview of that? Since we're speaking on the Civil War, I mean, I think a lot of people in this room are informed, but that was, like you said, an economic war. England at the time had just started building factories, and the United States had broken away from England, and they wanted to equal England in mass production because that created a superpower. So when they started building the factories in the north, they said we have to import that labor to the north. And the South was like, nah, we living good over here. We ain't trying to get that up. Y'all bugging. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, then they started fighting. And the South was winning. And the North put out a mandate. If any black people help us win, you will gain your freedom. And that's how
Right.
they won that war from black soldiers. And Abraham Lincoln was very close to signing because he believed in segregation. And he wanted black people to be far away from America, which only went to the middle part of America at that time. He was going to give black people California, but they discovered gold in California. And the white man said, no, we can't give you that now. Then they were supposed to give them the southern states, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, And they said, no, you can't have that. And they just ended up building the ghettos. But ghetto originally was not a word that was attributed to black people. It meant a certain ethnic group living together in one section. The first ghettos were Italians, Irish.
Ghetto, ghetto officially means where the Jews live in Italian.
Okay,
Thought that
see,
was New York terminology. Thought ghetto came from New York.
Nah, ghetto means where the Jews live. Like he said, an ethnic group. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But the particular ethnic group it
Right.
started with was the Jews. Because remember, in Europe, everybody's white. You understand what I mean? But in
right.
Europe, the Jews was the different people. You know, it's not Chinese, it's not Africans, it's not all these people there at that time. It came. It's like recent. Well, not recent, but it's like 1400s. I'm talking about in world history though. It's recent. It's recent.
Right.
But like if you look in like Latin or Greek, there's no word for ghetto.
Mm.
So check this out right here. God Cyber Devon said they're saying that the other three cops were rookies and were only following orders from the training officer who killed Floyd. That might get them off the hook. See, the problem is the one Asian cop, he just got his badge back. He got
He
sued for
did?
some type of the dude who was standing with his hand on his hips that was basically keeping everybody back.
Right.
Yeah, he just got sued for the $25,000. He just got his gun back. Now
Mm.
look, what you're saying though is actually a point though. What I'm saying is that look, you training people in the wrong thing. This is the type of person you sending people out to train somebody that had 12 no, I don't want to say infractions because you killed somebody. You know, that's not
18,
called
God.
an infraction.
18.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So this is who you sending it to train with people, to train people with, right? And then on top of that, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you would have violated the training officer by saying he did something wrong, that penalty is greater than the penalty that you get for being an accomplice to that murder. That's an issue. But Supreme K Black Sea made a statement right here. He said we got to be careful, even though we see so many white faces and even some prominent white faces, it still means nothing if there's no tangible solutions as a result of their white participation. How you see that?
Well, this is what I'll say to that. The issue is police killing black people in the street with blatant disregard of any punishment. So we have to keep that focus. The white people that's out there, it's not really about them dealing with any solution. It's about their youth rebelling against the system of white supremacy and racism. Never in the history of America has their youth stood on the front line in these amount of numbers, because you have had people that, like in Mississippi, James Meredith and all of them, they died on the bus and all that. But we're talking about massive white kids standing with black people, whether it's agents out there or not. That's all part of the course. We already know they're going to do all of that. But what I'm saying is this: we have made a dent in the mentality of young white people for the past 30 years through hip hop. It has come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? So don't look for tangible solutions to this problem. The the thing is going to start with is the lack of or the conviction of these 4 police. If these 4 police are not dealt with according to the law, that how they should be, then this cycle starts again. Trust me. So it's just one step, Jay. We have to deal with,
I
you
think
know.
what you said earlier is very pertinent. It's something that needs to be reminded too, right? Is that we looking at things from our perspective, right? But what if Marcus Garvey came back right now and saw those people in Congress kneel down with kente cloth on?
Right and exact.
You understand what I mean? Because you got to look at a lot of things as seeds that's planted. Because see, at that time, if you go back to 1940 or whatever, Marcus Garvey seemed like a failure. The ship never worked out. He got arrested. He got deported. You understand what I'm saying?
But God, what
But
was his catchphrase, God? What was his catchphrase?
Africa for the Africans.
No. Another one.
Um.
Look for me in the whirlwind.
Right. Yeah.
What is this? This is a fucking super whirlwind. Excuse
Yeah.
Didn't
my
he say
language.
he went back to the storm? Look
He
for him in
said,
the
"Look for
storm?
me in the Look for me in the whirlwind." That's what he. That was it. But that's the
Uh,
same thing,
uh,
God. That's the same thing. It's a storm. This is a superstorm, God. So he's here. He's here. Malcolm is here. We know nobody goes nowhere to physical death. You in the physical death, what you do is you live on through your deeds and how you affected people. That's how you live on and through your babies. But it's no guarantee your babies are going to take the path that you took.
Mm-hmm.
So your words, deeds, and actions define who you were on this planet. And the individuals that we're talking about, they affected the planet. Without them, there's no us. You know what I'm
Yeah. You
saying?
got.
Go ahead, God.
Now I was just saying, adding on to what you're saying is that you got to plant a seed. Marcus Garvey, all these people, Nobuju Ali, whatever, they planted seeds. You know what I'm saying? And now we the fruit that those seeds is bearing, man. This thing that you're seeing right now, this is the fruit. Like if Martin Luther King was here right now to see all these people together protesting against the power. Like, look, some of those people out there, they protesting uh, the military-industrial complex.
Right. This was his dream as well. This was his dream. He said it. I want to see the day when all little black children and little white children all come together. He said that, G. That's documented. Now, we may not totally agree with his ideology and practices. However, he's still part of the lineage of rebellion. He's still part of the lineage of rebellion. Getting knowledge of yourself is a rebellion within itself. When you say, I am, the black man is God, even if you don't say that, even if you just say the black man is the original man, that is totally contradictory of what you're being taught from the day you step in that school to the day you leave. That's rebellion. One of our catchphrases in our nation is one word can change a nation. One word. And we had two. George Floyd. Now the God, he just said that we got to take it to level 2. And I'm telling you like this, God, level 2 is, again, will those police be prosecuted the way they're supposed to be? If not, you're going to see a worse thing happen in this country. Because people is tired, G. They tired. Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? The only person that's talking crazy is, what's her name? Candace? What's her name?
Oh, Candace Owens.
She's the only stupid idiot that's talking. Everybody else is feeling this except for her. She got Coon of the Year in month 6 of 2020. She already won Coon of the Year. She's the undisputed winner. And they do have a Coon Awards that Tariq Nasheed, he does a whole show called the Coon Awards. The Coon Train Awards. I seen it. She won, G.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, that's real.
Wait, she won new Coon in
G.
2020.
She got the Heisman Trophy of Coonism.
She do, man. She do. Just in terms of, you know, when you said being used as a tool and also a slave, she's being used as a tool. Like, you know, that's the part that she don't see. Well, I ain't gonna say she don't see it, but
And you know she's a bed wench, right? She married a grafted man.
yeah, I just seen that the other day.
It's some people that just they hate themselves so much that they're gonna always espouse that. You know. And you know the good thing about black people? We will take her back if she gets the knowledge of herself. That's one thing about
Put
us.
that stipulation in there.
Yeah,
We'll take her back.
Take her back.
We'll take her back.
She
To
gonna
the
have
warm
to be
embrace.
supremely sincere though. She got to fast 4 days.
I mean, right now she's been traded for who could we trade her for? The black delegation. What white woman could we trade her? One of the Kardashians? We'll trade her for one of them. Nah.
Hey, look,
Well,
man. You know,
Kardashian?
well, we already got Rachel Dolezal on our side, right?
yeah, she already been on our side.
She on our side already, right? Let's see. Who we get? Oh, the white girl that was telling her parents about inequality.
Oh yeah, we'll trade it for her. I saw that too.
We'll take her and
Okay.
They
You
can
got me
have
on that.
Candace. Yeah, they can have Candace.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll
That's
give them
good.
Candace. We'll give them Candace in the first round next year.
yeah, they can have her. No, Candace in the 7th round draft pick. She's terrible, God. She makes Stacey Dash look like a MGT.
and Stacey was out there. But what happened? I think they shitted on her somehow. She seen the light. I can't recall.
She came back. Stacey came back.
What happened? Something happened though that forced her to come out.
When they fired her from CNN, remember they put her on at CNN. She was the coon in training there. And, you know, they got rid of her. And I think that her cousin, Dame Dash, he finally got to her. He got to her because he was very disappointed in her, as he should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do want to say,
I think she's already on a side. We didn't trade. We already traded her off.
She made some cool statements, but she's now part of the LGBT community. So I don't know where she stands.
Well, she says she doesn't want to be known as black or something.
And her mother is your complexion. I I don't understand that.
Stop it, man.
You know what? We got to do a whole show on self hatred, man. We got to do a show on self hatred.
A whole what?
A whole show on self hatred. Let's
That is,
define self, define hatred, and go from there.
yeah. But I think it's not so much self as because I noticed uh it's what self is associated with. You know what I'm saying? Like once you come to associate being black with poverty, you know, just all the elements of our culture, you become that you associate them with failure, then you want to cling to that culture.
Well, you know what? Gang banging is self hatred too. So it's many levels.
Right.
You know.
You know, that what's the brother Bones or something?
Yeah, I like
Remember
Bone.
he did that documentary where he
Yeah,
said, "Yo, it's kind of hard to roll up with somebody and say, break yourself, brother."
yeah.
He said, "You can't really." He said, "It don't really work like that, right?"
Nah,
He's
you
like, "You
can't say
gotta,
that.
you gotta say nigga."
Right. Because then you're actually you're 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 focusing on the historic. When you run up to a black man and say, "I'm gonna kill you, nigga," that's not a term of endearment, bro. That's channeling hatred.
Right.
You know, like you just said, how many people have actually run up, "I'm gonna shoot this brother"? Nobody says that.
Mhm.
That's just like me, right? Whenever I'm in an uncomfortable position, like say one time I was in Bushwick, right? And I was walking down the street in Bushwick, and it was 20 dudes on this stoop, right? Now I could have crossed the street because I seen them way down the block. But I said, I'm not gonna cross the street. But when they start ice grilling me, I said, peace, and kept it moving. And that froze them enough to get me past them instead of ice grilling them back or showing fear. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying that works all the time, but that's what I get. When somebody's ice grilling me, wherever I'm at, on the train, walking, I say peace. Because then I know where you are. How you respond to that peace, I know where you are. I know what I have to do.
You know, I learned that from this brother Darkim. I'm Darkim, Rakim. But Rakim was one of them people that was he was all the way with the shits. He was all the way, but his thing was, if you're looking at me, say peace. What's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
no one ever responded negatively. You
I've
know what I'm
never had
saying?
a negative response myself either.
Yeah, nobody ever said, and I
Never.
just I started doing it too.
See, let me say this, God. Let me say this. When you get this knowledge of yourself, God, you have to change. We have a saying in our nation: if you don't change, you're not one of us.
Right.
You have to change. And you might indulge in certain things. I have, well, after I had knowledge of self. But when I did indulge in certain things, I felt the guilt of having knowledge of self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The civilized is held responsible, but you held responsible first for yourself. You can't be held responsible for nobody until you held responsible to yourself. So when you get the knowledge of self, there's no excuse. This is what I always say, and I let somebody else speak because I don't want to just be taking up all the conversation. I always equate knowledge of self to learning kung fu or any self-defense mechanism. And this is how I break this down. When you learn kung fu, boxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever, Krav Maga, whatever you learn, right? That doesn't make you a better fighter because fighting comes from the heart. You know what I'm saying? But what it does allow you to do is if somebody attacks you, there is a block and a counter movement to that attack. That's why it's called self-defense. It's not self-offense. So knowledge of self gives you the ability to, when something happens contrary to something good in your life, your defense is your knowledge. And you got to apply that to the situation to make it come out right.
Man.
Know what I'm saying?
Without
That's
question.
that's what we are. We're not better than 85%ers. We're just more prepared than them. And we got to show and prove that on a conscious level each and every day, each and every way.
Listen, God,
Yeah, you know,
I,
that's something I try to tell people too, is that sometimes when you comparing different arts, right? Whether it's boxing versus kung fu, but what you leaving out is the person.
Right, exact.
See, there's some people you could take them to the dojo, to the gym, wherever, for one day, and you show them something. There you go on the street and use it. Not saying in a negative way, but I'm saying if they attack, they'll use it. And then there's some people you could teach them all. They can know the whole every move in that art, but they not the right person.
Oh, shit. Sorry, baby.
see out here, right? In certain situations, saying peace to somebody is the only thing that's going to diffuse it. I'm telling you right now, out here, man, listen, out here, man, you could jump out the car. Man, I was in the projects one day. I'm walking through the projects, right? My sister, she lived in the projects. I'm walking up the stairs.
This is in Pomona?
Nah, this in LA.
Okay.
This in Love and Love. Okay. My sister, she stay in these
I hate to interrupt you.
projects.
Which project is it?
The Blues.
Okay.
The
Go
Blues.
ahead.
The Blues next to the penny pension.
Okay, go ahead, Lord.
It's a little store right next to it, but she don't live there no more. This in the past, but so I walk in there, right? And this the 60s hood, you know. So I walk in there. The brother jumped down, instantly. Like, where you from? Like, man, I'm from Allah. Huh? He like, huh? Yeah, I'm from Allah. I'm God, man. Look, he stepped back. He looked at me in my eyes. He said, I know you. He said, I know you. Word is bond.
Oh, shit.
Are you here? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
And then listen, I went in my sister's apartment. I got on the phone. And I called the guy. I called one of the guys, like, yo, piece of the guy, like, yo, like I'm in your area or whatever, such and such, this and that happened. I'm just letting you know, I hold my own down. I'm just like, you know what he said? You know what the guy said? He said, man, I already know, man. My man just called me right now. I heard about the whole situation, guy. He said, I already knew. He said when he told me somebody he was there and said he's from Allah and he said he was God, he said, I knew it was you. Word is bond, because I think I had told him that my sister stay where she stay at and all that. This my man's on the grands. So I'm just saying, like, he was like, yeah, I'm already knowing where you at. So that's how fast the sound flew. Like I'm talking about, I went inside the apartment, sat down, called the God, and he already knew I was there. Cause bro called it in instantly. He called it in instantly. Instantly, he sat back down, got on the phone, and called one of the guys that he knew. and was like, yo, y'all know a guy, he looked like such and such. Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Oh, you was in
Word
the
is bond.
Gravies.
Nah, I was in the Blues, man, off Hyde
Oh,
Park,
okay.
in West Boulevard.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead,
Yeah,
my
I
fault.
was. So I'm right there. That's the heart of it, though. That's the heart of it.
Mm-hmm.
That right there, that's the heart of the neighborhood. So I'm just saying, it looked like it could be intense, but it simmered down just like that. And this happened. It's been situations that was worse than that. That I'm not even. That's just something that's lightweight that I could just use as an example. Like, yo,
Yeah.
peace. When you say peace to somebody, just like you said, it freezes them. And sometimes I've been in a position where I said peace to somebody, and they was like, man, fuck peace. Word is bond. Fuck peace, nigga. I said, where are you from?
Mm.
And then it's like, well, nigga, I just told you I'm God, and you got a fire on the motherfucker. Listen, this is real life.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you saying fuck peace. And you looking at me in my eyes, thinking I'm a punk, but I just told you, I'm a man with good orderly direction, and I'm trying to respect you, but you're not respecting me. So it's times where that situation has happened out here. But even then, it's been times where you get down with somebody in front of their homeboys, and they homeboys won't even jump in because you already said, like, man, I'm God, but only one of these motherfuckers out of the pack gotta say something extra. He gotta push it extra. But you already told brothers peace, y'all have a blessed day, I'm on my way, peace, I'm getting up out y'all way, I know, you feel me? Peace. Like, yo, man, fuck peace, man. Where you from? Yeah, I'm God, bro. What you talking about, bro? I just said peace, man. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? You just tell them quick, just like that. What you say, you God? Yeah, I just told you, bro, I'm God. What's happening? And because you got to get serious with people out here in certain
No doubt.
situations. And then they homeboys and see it like, yo, chill. You like, nah, man. And then it's like, okay. It's like, yo, life or death right here, right now. Either y'all gonna kill me or y'all gonna let me get up out of here.
Right.
Man, listen, I'm gonna give you one more example. I got one more example I could share.
Bill, God.
God, one of my good friends who's no longer here, he returned to the essence. God bless my man. His name was Tavon. We called him T-Mac. Okay. So T-Mac, right? One night he called me, he like, yo, peace. What's up? What you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm chilling. Like, man, I got some birds, let's fly out to Compton. I'm like, all right. So I get ready. We go to Compton. We in Compton. And we go in this apartment. We hang out. We drinking alcohol. We smoking. And what happened was I realized that these girls was like I'm young and dumb. They just not with what I'm with. Like, and I'm just over there chilling. But to me, they just too much. This is me coming out of the dead world at the same time, right? So I'm around my man. He 85, but I'm already on my thing. So we chilling and we doing our thing. But I'm like, look, man, I'm about to leave. Like, we in this small little room. She ain't even got no TV in this joint, no music playing. Like, I ain't even tripping off them like that. I'm just saying we came out here to chill, but we ain't even chilling. This thing is like all the way, this looking retarded. So I told my man, I said, and it looks like it's dangerous in here. I just told him it looks dangerous. It just looks like this is somebody's hood. It was pitch black outside. And I just remember it was dark. And it was like, I was like probably like 2 o'clock in the morning at this time. So I go outside, right? And my man's, he like, bro, don't go out there. I'm like, man, forget all that. I said, we about to leave. I go outside, got my car. My car is locked inside, right? Like, it's a gate closed that my car is stuck in. But it's one dude outside, and he's standing in front of the gate. And I'm looking at him. I observed him. He over there. He's selling crack or whatever. He getting money, right?
I see some people walk up on him. He's just standing at the gate. So I walk back in the apartment and I tell my bro, I said, look, the gate is closed. But I'm about to go out here and ask my man if he could get it open. My man, he nah, don't do that. I'm like, forget that. So I walk down there, right? I'm like, yo, peace. I was like, yo, peace. He turned around. He like, huh? I'm like, yo, peace, man. He like, peace. He just said it back. I'm like, yo, I'm in trouble. I'm stuck in your apartment complex and I can't get out. And I said, on the real, I don't want to wake up here and see all your homeboys because I'm out of bounds right now. And I said, bro, if you could do me a good favor, get this gate open. And you know what he said? He said, look, man, it's only one person that can open this gate. And he knocked on this lady's door, God. And this lady woke up and she was on fire, God. She was so mad that she had to wake up. You understand me? But she opened that gate and she was like, I don't never want to see you over here again. And when I left, as I left, I gave my man, I gave him God rules. You know what I'm saying? Some equal. Because it was like, man, you blessed me. You got me up out of here. And I know I'm in somebody's apartment complex for sure. In the middle of Compton. And he got me out of there. And the first thing I told him was peace. And when we got in the car, we was driving down that freeway. I was laughing so hard. My man was like, how did you get the gate open? Like, what did you say to my mans? Because he could tell, like, yo, this is an active neighborhood. I mean, he like, what you say? I'm like, man, I just told him peace. like we was laughing about it because my man was like, he was blown away by it. The homie was blown away by it. I never forget that night. I remember looking at him in his eyes, just driving down the freeway. Because, he gone now, so I reminisce on these things. I just remember driving down the freeway, God, and looking in his eyes and the gloss and the glare in my homie's eyes. And he was just amazed at the power of the word of God. Just saying peace to somebody. Just everything was so peaceful after that. But that's it. That's,
No, that's peace, God. That's a good illustration of using your power, man. The scientific term for
and
power
not
is
having fear. And not having fear
right.
at the same time.
That was the main
See,
part.
that's the main part. I'm in the most dangerous situation. I've been in worse than that, but I'm saying you have too. You feel what I'm saying?
No doubt. I mean, the scientific explanation for power is organized energy or force. For anything to be organized, it must have a mathematical foundation. And a force is a pull or push on matter. You only pull or push on matter through the mind. So once you have organization, which is mathematics, in your mind, then you can push and pull the matter in the way that you want to. You know what I'm saying? And the best way to do that is with what? The truth. And that's what power is. See, the things that we learn for the uninitiated or the people that don't really know, it might seem like it's simplistic, but in its simplicity, it brings out the truth in such a way that it can't be denied. We could take it through the scientific definition. We could take it through many other kinds of definitions, but it's always going to born out to be the reality of living mathematics because that's what we are. You are the reality of living mathematics. But you'll never know that if you don't learn it. Like when people say God by nature, yes, by nature, but you got to learn what nature is. When you come out your mother's womb, You have a godly essence, but if you never learn what that is, how can you live it out? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. The way I
That's the
always
sign.
say it is, you know, your nature is to be God. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But you know, the nature of a wooden chair is to be a tree.
That's right.
But that's not what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? It's been shaped and molded into something different. You know what I mean? So it still retains certain elements, you know what I mean? The strength of the material, you know what I'm saying? The feel of it. But in terms of it living its full nature of being a tree that's gonna bear fruit, that's gone.
Right.
So by the same token, you know, that's what happens with us when they say, well, they were made deaf, dumb, and blind by the devil when they were babies. That's what it's telling you. You've been made into a chair, and you're never gonna grow to be, you know, your fullest potential until you remake yourself,
Mm.
bring yourself back. You know what I'm saying? How we say, man, you know, we resurrect. You know what I mean? You first got to be the maker and owner of yourself and your mindset that you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the different people out there who hate themselves, they've been made into that. You know, it's nobody's nature to hate themselves.
That's right. You know, we use a lot of terms, but I think a lot of brothers, they don't define these terms. Deaf, dumb, and blind. Deaf, you can't hear the truth. Dumb, you can't speak the truth. Blind, you can't see the truth. That's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Those are the three levels of hell that you exist in when you're in the dead world. You know what I mean? That to
Mm-hmm.
me, that's how you embody this knowledge. You have to forever constantly learn new things about this knowledge. Go deeper into those, define those terms, be able to manifest them and make them clear. Don't just learn 120, embody it to the degree of where you could use it like a ruler and you measuring all other things that you come in tune with. But it's not a Bible, it's not a Quran, it's an instruction manual and it gives you a foundation. And I'm gonna say it again, Darkim. I don't know. It's just like going in a mansion, right? And all of the different rooms are the different schools of thought. So you go into the Hebrew Israelite room, you go into the Kemetic room, you go into the Orthodox Muslim room, you go in the Christian room. You can go in any room you want to, but your key is 120. If you lose your key, guess what? You're stuck in that damn room.
Mm-hmm.
That's the science, guy.
Yeah,
Don't lose your key.
yeah. A lot of people lose their key and they lose themselves. They, you know, you're not rooted, you're not grounded. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you read a fairy tale, right? And you're not rooted in reality, you might think that fairy tale is true. You understand what I'm saying?
That I gotta stop you for 1 second. Do you remember those plus lessons that broke all the fairy tales down in mathematics?
From Dumar, yeah.
Yeah. Was Dumont? I don't think Dumont was the author of that, though, was he?
To my knowledge, yeah.
Oh, okay. He might have been there.
talking about the
The
Three
Jack,
Little Pigs.
Jack and Jill.
Yeah. Uh, Red Riding Hood.
Yeah,
Yeah, do more.
I think I bought that
Knowledge.
from Dumore. I thought I seen that stuff before Dumore put it in one of his packets, but I'm not.
Yeah, it's been
That's
around
peace.
for a minute. That was just a point when he consolidated it all together.
Okay, those are the type of things you give your children. I mean, it's peace to you too, but those are the things that's good for children. We got to disseminate that information again
Yeah.
because it's real simple to understand.